Fire crews are making good progress fighting the second biggest wildfire in state history. The Pine Gulch Fire burning north of Grand Junction is 47% contained tonight. 9 News reporter Noel Brennan is on the ground for us with the latest from Grand Junction.
Late this afternoon, we saw a big column of smoke coming from the Book Cliffs, and that's on the northwest side of the fire. It's where firefighters have been focused for several days now. Today, we saw helicopters and air tankers that were making drops of retardant from the sky. The fire has burned more than 133,000 acres north of Grand Junction. Fire crews have made great progress, though, on the eastern edge of the fire. Containment lines have been holding there for days. The concern moving forward is the weather and potential thunderstorms. Those storms may not bring rain, but they will certainly bring wind. When the wind aligns with the terrain, it can quickly move the fire out of control. Fire crews are feeling optimistic. They're hopeful that their fire lines will hold and that the weather will cooperate this week. In Grand Junction, Noel Brennan, 9 News.